We are in a process of installing a new Hardie plank siding here. What you can see is the moisture barrier installing over the plywood of the wall, and the Hardie plank will be installed over it. We attach this plastic moisture barrier to each other using Tyvek tape. Under the moisture barrier we have OSB plywood. That's what I want to show you. So here is a piece of plywood that I took, because we fixed the exterior wall and that's what left. Let me show you. This is OSB plywood, 7/16 inch, good for roof, walls and floors. And that's what you really most of the time will find behind siding. So behind this plywood you will find a stud, because this plywood attached with galvanized screws or exterior screws to a stud. This stud is 2x4. Now before you install the siding, you will have to mark where are these studs, because when you shoot the nail or attach nail or screws to the Hardie plank, you have to do it to attach it to a stud. You cannot just attach it to this plywood. That won't work. So just let you know. So before you start in the job, you have to find where are the stud in order to attach the siding to the stud. And now we're putting the siding. We already put 2 pieces here. We're going to put the 3rd piece here. So it's very easy. We first mark where, you can see line here, where the Hardie plank should align in this side, and in the other side here we did the same thing. Our target is that the new Hardie plank will flash with the old Hardie plank. Now if you look carefully, you will see a red line on the moisture barrier. Behind this red light, what we have here is really a stud. Here is another stud, here is another stud. So when we're nailing the siding, we're really nailing it to a stud here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every 1.5 feet we have a stud here. So we're actually going now to put another siding here. It's very easy job. Everybody can do it usually, but you need 2 people to do it. So let me show you how we're doing it. So here we align the Hardie plank to the mark line we did, as you saw before, and we're actually going to nail it. You can see we are nailing it to the stud. Okay, every 1.5 feet we have a stud here, and I want to show you what gun and nail we're using. So this is the gun that we are using to install the Hardie plank or the siding plank to the wall, to the exterior wall. So let me show you. We're using the Hitachi, I'm using it. And I want to show you the nails we are using, because that's very important. The nail you're going to use in order to attach these Hardie plank to the siding, okay, to the siding wall. So let me show you. So here is the box. It's called Grip Right, okay. First I want to show you its look. It's coated framing nails. Okay, it's 2 3/8, 113. Okay, it's galvanized, exterior galvanized, approved. Okay, so I just opened the box and let me show you here. You can see there is a grip there. You can see, look at the nail. It's a rough nail here. If you look at that carefully, you can see it. So this is the kind of nail you have to use. It's a framing nail, exterior, and you have a rough, the rough side here. Let me show you from close distance. You see how rough it is? So let me show you from close distance what's actually going on. Here is the nails, all the galvanized nails, but you can see here it's 1/8 of an inch gap here. 1/8 of an inch, that's for the caulking. You have to have at least 1/8 of an inch to give it an expanding and contracting. Okay? If you go to the other side, you can see the same distance. You have here 1/8 of an inch. Okay? Distance, we're going to caulk everything here after that. As you can see here, this is the nail here. Here is the other nails. And we're actually using a galvanized nails here. See another nails here. And every time we're putting something. So if you look at this line, okay, so what does this line mean? That the Hardie plank button should be aligned to this line. So now we're going to put another one, and let me show you how we're doing it again. Very easy. So the first thing we're doing, we align the Hardie plank button to the line we already marked as you saw before. That's the first thing to do before you nail it. After we aligned the plank to the line in the both corner, we can start shooting the nails to the stud where the red line is marked. We only shoot nail where there is a stud. So that's the way it looks. As you can see, the nails here, and by the way, the pressure is 100 psi. We put a pressure there for the nails, so you can see it here and here. Every 1.5 foot, we actually put a nail here. You can see, and again we maintain 1/8 of an inch here and 1/8 of an inch here. Okay. So now I want to show you how we measure and cut this Hardie plank in order to fit. Here is measuring, okay, and we measure exactly 1/4 of an inch less than what we actually needed to get the 1/8 of an inch. So if you look at it, he's going to use now diamond blade to cut it, okay? So easy, very, very easy. Everybody can do it. So here we are repeating the process. We first align the Hardie plank to its position, and then we nail it between 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch below the top of the Hardie plank. We know where to nail it because we have a red line where are the studs, so we nail it to the stud. So we are aligned here the Hardie plank. This is very important to align the Hardie plank in order to be successful in this project. Here we mark another Hardie plank where to cut it. That's the way it looks so far. So that's the way it looks so far. As you can see here with you, Hardie plank is installed here as a siding. We replace it because we had before wood, very rotten wood, and that's the way it looks. So you can see how nice it is, and it's exactly flashing from the other side here, from the other siding here. Unfortunately, this siding is still wood, and that's the way it looks from the other side, and that's the way it looks from here. Cutting the Hardie plank 1/4 of an inch less than the real length. So if you look here, you can see the nails here, okay, the galvanized nails. And here, you cannot see galvanized nails because they are under these siding. So what's happening, we're actually putting the siding overlap to this siding, so it's cover the nails. So that's why you don't see the nails here. That's all the trick. It's very easy. Okay, we check the level now and everything is level, it's good. And the only thing, I think we left 2 or 3 pieces here. Exactly 3 pieces actually. Just in the way it looks like here. Okay with me now?
Ready?
Yes. We measure exactly 1/4 of an inch less than what we need. So we almost finished. This is almost the last Hardie plank we are installing. Piece of the plank that you can see here, it's 104 inches here, and you can see here we have the last piece to put and actually finish this wall in less than 25 minutes. So we finished the job here. As you can see, all the plank are inside. We maintain probably like 3/8 of an inch from the concrete here down. You can see here there is a gap, as you can see it here, probably 3/8 of an inch. And you can see here there is still space of 1/8 of an inch. We're going to caulk it here. The same size, the same 1/8 of an inch is here, as you can see. Okay, and you can see the job is quite nice, quite easy to do. But if you look at the top, you can see nails there, okay? And you ask yourself why there are nails on the top of the plank, you know, and not on the other plank. That's because we have a deck here and we couldn't actually nail it to the other siding there. So that's okay, you know, we're going to caulk it and with a silicone that we can paint, and we paint everything here. So that's the way it looks from here. Let me show you from this angle. You can see the way it looks quite nice with no problem. And now we have a concrete siding. What you see here is really a wood siding here that we have to replace eventually, and here is a concrete side and a wood siding. But that is the way we did it. Thank you for watching this video.